What's going on, guys? 8BigLit79 here, and it's been a month, but we better talk about too many games. Okay, guys, so you may or may not know, I went out to Oaks, Pennsylvania to Too Many Games convention finally. It was back on for 2021. Now, it's right outside of Philadelphia, and it's like it says, Too Many Games. The thing's freaking huge. It felt like it wasn't as big as the last time I went in 2019, but it was still pretty big and pretty crowded. I was able to go out there. Finally, the drive wasn't so arduous as it was before because I tagged along with Nintendo. I picked him up at his place and we drove down together there, so that made the drive well worth it. The drive was supposed to be 4.5 hours and ended up taking almost 7, just about 7 because of traffic and issues. But we did make it, and it was worth it. So at Too Many Games, we were able to hang out with JLove81 and her significant other Linda, and we got to hang out with Bandana Gamer. He came down to meet us on Friday and stayed over and, with us and hung out most of the day Saturday until he had to leave. So that was really cool to be able to get to see John again after just seeing him at Southeast Game Exchange. So that was super awesome. So glad he made it. And let's see, Biohazard Mike was there with J-Love, of course. Funny guy, great guy. Check out his channel. I'll have links to all these people obviously down in the description. And of course, people such as Russ Lyman, David Apuzzo. I know I'm going to forget a bunch of people. They were there. Oh, geez. A ton of people were there. It was just fantastic to get to hang out with everybody again and see everyone. And there's plenty of people, of course, that didn't make it or couldn't be there that I totally wish were there, and but they were there in spirit, of course. Now, the convention was pretty interesting this year because and I know it's been a subject that's been brought up in a lot of people's videos about it, but there was a ton of not just sealed games, but graded sealed games. There were some booths that were completely dedicated to just that, which was kind of out of the ordinary because usually at conventions you see like a few here and there, sporadic, maybe a couple in the back of a shelf of a booth or something, but never like complete booths just dedicated to nothing but that. I mean the lowest one that I saw was like what, 1,500 maybe or something. It was just kind of ridiculous because who comes to the convention with that kind of money to spend? But who knows? But it was pretty interesting to see that. It kind of was discouraging because that could have been a vendor spot for somebody who would actually be selling something that we could actually afford, maybe, or carry at least maybe a title we were looking for that maybe another vendor wasn't or something. But suffice to say, there's plenty of other channels that covered that ad nauseum, and I'm not going to go into that any further. I'm going to share some footage in a minute, and I want to thank Nintendo, my bae, for taking a lot of this footage because I'm really bad at taking footage when I'm at a convention because I'm just so in the moment and enjoying myself. But he shared me some of his files, so I want to put together this little montage, and I hope you enjoy. All right, guys. So I have obviously bought a few things at the convention, but I also got some gifts from people. So we'll go through that stuff maybe at the end, but we'll go through my pickups right now. So I bought the mini boss package, which I totally didn't know I did, because I bought these tickets back in 2019 for 2020, which then got canceled, and then I transferred it over because you could either get a refund or a transfer for the next year, and I did the transfer because I knew I was going to be going whenever it would be, and they became forever tickets or things. Oh no, or these are no. I think these could only transfer for the next year. Yeah, so I did that transfer, but I forgot, like, because it's been so long, what I actually ordered, until I actually was walking up to the venue and bringing it up on my phone, and I went, oh my god, I got the mini boss package, which comes with a shirt. So I got this shirt for that package, but because I did the transfer, opted for the transfer, I actually got a free another free shirt for doing that. And they had these special ones made up of the Oregon Trail here, and it says Too Many Games 2020 has been canceled. So that was pretty cool. It was a nice surprise. So that really made the mini boss package something a little bit more special, actually. So let's see, what do I want to go through next? So I guess I'll save the games maybe for last. I'm not going to do this in any order of how I picked or where I picked the things up with or from. But I'll go through here since we're talking about shirts. I did pick up some shirts from Scoreless, who's a great vendor who makes custom t-shirts. And I've always been meaning to buy some shirts from him, and then I always forget at the last minute. And so this time I remembered and I did it. And he was running a deal where if you bought 2 shirts, you basically got a third one for only $5. So since I was buying 2 I wanted, I picked out a third. So the 2 that I wanted was, of course, this Nintendo shirt. And you know what? We're going to open it right now so we can take a look, because I haven't even opened these. It's been a month. I've been waiting to do the video. So it's a baseball style shirt, Nintendo here with the red sleeves, super awesome. And then I got, to match or go with that, I got this here, which is a Sega one. So Sega baseball shirt with the blue sleeves there, super awesome. I love baseball style t-shirts when I can find them. With something that I like, of course, on it. So that is really cool. So super awesome. Might be bringing these for the next con, which is Midwest Gaming Classic this weekend. That's right. I'm filming this on a Monday of the week I'm leaving on Thursday for Midwest Gaming Classic in Milwaukee. So be looking out for that video soon. And then for the $5, there was a shirt I wanted. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a Genesis thing, but he was all out of my size. So I went and picked up a regular PlayStation t-shirt. Blue PlayStation t-shirt. It's perfect. Awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much the shirts I got there at the convention. And here, let's do this thing. Cool. So you know me and controllers. I like picking up weird controllers when I can find them, ones that interest me or make me go, huh, that's neat. And I found this Super Famicom controller, and it's branded Capcom, and in Super Famicom, and it says the Capcom Pad Soldier. Capcom Pad Soldier. So this is how it's shaped right here. And what it is you would hold it like this, and it's kind of like for, I guess, maybe for like Street Fighter or fighting games. It's supposed to help you that, and it actually feels pretty comfortable and pretty neat. But yeah, that's it right there. The Capcom Pad Soldier. It's written right there. I don't know if you can make that out, but they got Capcom branded right there. So I picked that up to add to the growing controller collection I have. Whoops. Alright, so then next, this was, I will say that this was like the last thing I bought, because it was kind of on our way out of the last day. There's a table. There's always this table when you first walk in. They have a table to the side, and it's just loaded with strategy guides, like just piled on there. And as the con goes on. It just, you know, the window's down and down and down, and it's labeled $5. Everything on the table is $5, anything on it. And so, but I saw this under the table in a box, so I wasn't really sure if it was $5 because it's sealed as well. And so I called the guy over and I said, how much is for this? And he said, he pointed at the sign, he's like, $5. I'm like, all right. I said, I said I got it from down here, and he said, yeah, $5. So it must have been just stock they were pulling out from under the table and throwing up there. But for $5, I couldn't pass on this. It's a sealed Metal Gear Solid 4 Guns of the Patriots complete official guide right here, and this baby is factory sealed. So I'm gonna send it in and get it graded by WADA. No, I'm just kidding. I will open this up and take a look at it at some point, but until then I'll just keep it sealed to keep it fresh until I'm ready to look at it. But I thought that was cool for $5. Not a bad grab. Let's see here. We'll go through all these here since we're doing literature. This was at the same place, except it was like the first day. For $5, I picked up this Nintendo Strategies How to Win book here. So it's in really good shape, and it's like here we go. There we go. Gauntlet right there, and I saw Contra for a second there. Gunsmoke, Iron Tank, Double Dragon, Dr. Chaos. There's Contra. Just some quick little tips and tricks on and strategies for a bunch of Nintendo games. And this was made in, I want to say 80. Was it 88 or like 90? Let's see here. 1989. This was out. So I thought that was really cool to add to my basically the Nintendo Power collection. No, it's not necessarily Nintendo Power, but it's definitely really cool and something as a kid I would have loved to have had and looked through. And then speaking of Nintendo Power, boom, we added some more to the collection. We got here, I'm just going to quickly go through these. I'm not going to actually thumb through them as that would take too long, but we got the Donkey Kong cover one here. We got Felix the Cat. We got the special strategy guide Ninja Gaiden 2. That was awesome. So happy to find that one. We got Batman Returns here. And these all have the posters. This is the special Mega Man X, Mega Man X1. It's got this cover on it. It's like the cover, but like embossed in silver here. But it's the Mega Man X issue there, and it's a little thicker than usual. Right there. This one's an extra thick one. It's the Mega Man Spectacular, but it's the Magical Quest Mickey cover one. But this one covers a bunch of the Mega Man, and it's got like this Mario Paint special insert here. And yeah, so this is an extra thick one that goes to, I guess, a bunch of the Mega Mans or something, because it says the Mega Man Special. Anyways, got that one. Got Street Fighter 2 Turbo with Vega on the cover. I got the Secret of Mana issue. Robin Hood Prince of Thieves. I got Star Trek. I remember having this one as a kid. There, Star Trek. Street Fighter 2 with Guile on the cover. And the Star Tropics. So, yep, I got all those. There were so many more I was gonna get, but those are the ones I grabbed for now. Some of them that I wanted, they were kind of in rough shape. So I only wanted to pick out ones that were in pretty good shape, and they're not like 100% great quality, but they are really good. I would say they were 8 out of 10, or maybe even some of them are a 9. But yeah, those are the Nintendo Powers I added to my ever-growing Nintendo Power collection. And then let's see. I guess all that's left is the games, to be honest. So let's see here. So the first game I bought, which everybody was kind of picking on me, Nintendo and Bandana, because I went to a retro game con and the first thing I bought was a Switch game. But it's a game I've been meaning to pick up and I hadn't seen it anywhere, and I know I could have just ordered it online, but it was there. It's 20 bucks. I figured, what the heck. It's Teslagrad. So this is a nice little like puzzle platformer kind of game. I know there's some like guy chasing you and you can't let him catch you, so you gotta run to the right and you gotta jump and make it to the different spots in the levels and stuff. That's about as much as I know of it. I just know it looked really interesting, and I kind of like those kind of games. They're not very hard, so to speak. You know, there's not a lot of controls you need to learn. It's just easy, pop in and play and enjoy yourself. And then I got 2 NES games here. I got these 2 at the same vendor. I was buying the mid-range heavy hitter, and then he had another title that I needed, and it was for a pretty good price, so I threw it in there. And I got the mid-range heavy hitter. I got $5 off it because it looked pretty grungy. It had some gunk on the side, like some brown goop crap or something. The label was peeling up a little bit on the edge, and so I was able to talk him down from $5 off of it, which was still the cheapest one that was there, because I was shopping around and I noticed the price of this one was all over the place, and this was the cheapest one. So to get another $5 off of it as well was great, and I cleaned it up and it looks perfect to me. And that is Return of the Joker, Batman Return of the Joker for the NES. So as you can see, this looks, well, the label was coming up on the corner here, but now it's not because I fixed it. The little trick is to take a glue stick. Use glue sticks, not like kids use. Don't use super glue or any other kind of glue. A glue stick, and then take like a toothpick and scrape a little bit of the glue stick off, and kind of go under where the label is coming up and kind of get it under there with a toothpick or something like a toothpick, and then just push the label down until it sticks, and then kind of wipe away any excess that comes out, and then it should be good to go. And because if you use any other kind of glue, it'll eventually bleed through, like super glue. It might not right away, but over time it'll come bleeding through the label. So glue stick, perfect. And then the other title I needed to add is a black box title that I didn't have, believe it or not, and this one was a little grungy, but it cleaned up nice too, and that is Ice Climber, and it's the 5-screw variant of Ice Climber. So classic NES title. You can see 5 screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, instead of the normal 3. So that means it's an early release version of it. So yeah, Ice Climber, finally added that to the black box collection, the NES. And I mean, that's pretty much it for games at the con. Oh, there's one more. Now this is to me is a PS Vita heavy hitter. This was kind of a spur of the moment. I wasn't planning on getting it. It wasn't like I was planning it, but I saw it and I was like, I gotta get it. So this game I missed out. And what's funny is Mike, Biohazard Mike, who I mentioned, was talking about this game because it just came out on the Switch digitally. So I could have got this on the Switch digitally, and it's on Steam. But it came out, and it's on the Vita digitally, but it came out physically, a limited amount on the Vita. And when I found out about this game, I totally was too late for the boat, and I missed out on getting the physical version of it. So this person was selling a sealed copy of it, and I actually talked him down $10 from his asking price. And that is, I'll take it out of the, he had it like sealed, it's like sealed like 3 times here. He had like his own little bag on it. But that is PS Vita Unmetal. So if you know anything about this game, is that it's kind of a love letter to the original Metal Gear on the NES. It plays just like that, a top-down espionage, covert kind of game, but it's got a bunch of comedy in it. It makes you laugh. It doesn't take itself serious, kind of a thing. And so being a big Metal Gear fan, since the NES all the way through. Obviously, Metal Gear Solid is top tier of the series, but this is more like the NES one, and it's supposed to be pretty ridiculous. So I'm excited, and this is sealed, and I will be opening it. In fact, I made a joke and said I was going to take this and go stand in front of the Heritage Auction guys and open it right in front of them. Kind of freak them out as they're sitting there with all their water graded games. But yeah, so yeah, if you want to see a video of an unboxing of this, let me know and I'll film it when I open it to play it. But definitely so happy to add that to my Vita collection, which I don't have a heck of a lot of. But that was one I definitely wanted to add. After that, that's pretty much it for the con stuff, guys. Let's see. The gifts now. Oh, I will mention this. This was waiting for me when I got home because this was a pre-order. But they actually had them. The company Premium Edition had a booth there, and they were actually selling this there. And I was like, "Wow, son of a gun! I could have just bought it when I was here, you know." Because I knew it was coming, but it actually came in the mail while I was there. So when I got home, it was sitting here waiting for me. And that's a robot named Fight, which is a calling card to Metroid, which I picked up Metroid Dread the same weekend as the con. We picked it up and played it in the hotel room. Russ Lyman was killing it in our room. He was playing it. But this is like Metroid. It's like a love letter to that. So as you can see, it's not open yet because I haven't played it obviously yet. So yeah, that I'll consider that con pickup as well in a sense. Okay, so now, oh, here's the Metroid Dread that I picked up. It's in the pile here. So that's the copy. Russ Lyman was playing this in our hotel room Saturday night to about 2 in the morning. Anyways, so the gifts now. Bandana brought a box of Wii U titles. And just let people go through it on Friday night at the hotel. And I didn't jump at first because I was like, I don't want to be that guy who's like grabbing the stuff. But there was a few things in there. And then as soon as I saw somebody grab one of the titles I wanted, I went, okay, I better get in there and grab something and stuff. So I missed out, I believe it was on the Spider-Man and the Batman game. But I grabbed these ones. I grabbed Splinter Cell, The Blacklist on the Wii U. And I grabbed The Walking Dead Survival Instinct. And this 30 Great Games, or Family Party 30 Great Games Obstacle Arcade. So I grabbed those 3 for the Wii U collection. But yeah, I missed out on, there was a Spider-Man title and the Batman one. I've been wanting to get those, but somebody grabbed those right away, so I was like, damn, I should have jumped on it when I had the chance. But thanks, Bandana, for these. These are great. I appreciate it. They'll be in my collection and be loved. Then when we got back with dropping off Nintendo on our way home, first of all, he gave me this when I first picked him up because I won this in a stream of his. He did. It's the complete series of Darkwater Pirates. The Pirates of Darkwater. I've never seen this show, and I know Linda, the gamer girl, talks about this, and she loves the game. I believe the Genesis one, if I'm not mistaken. But she loves this show, and I've never seen it. I know it's probably blasphemy, right? But now I have it, so I got to sit down and watch this. But I won this on Nintendo's stream, and instead of mailing it, he knew he was going to see me, so saved on postage and just gave it to me. So that was something I won. And then when I dropped him off, he had a couple boxes of stuff that he was looking to sell, trade, and get rid of and stuff like that. And he just said, hey, is there anything in here you want and stuff? And I looked through, and I grabbed 3 things here. I grabbed a Silver, because this is something I've been looking for on the Dreamcast. Silver. So this is like an action RPG game. So he had that in the box, and so I asked if I could grab that, and he was like, sure, and stuff. So grabbed that because I always love grabbing games for the Dreamcast. They're always hard to come by. And then I got this game. My daughter's been looking to start Dragon Ball Z, which is something I said I would watch with her. And so I figured that this would be fun. I didn't have this, and if she likes Dragon Ball Z, she might like to play it. So this is Dragon Ball Z Budokai on the GameCube. It's just case and disc here. But yeah, Dragon Ball Z Budokai on the GameCube. Again, adding any GameCube game is awesome when you can do that for the collection. And then the last one was I have this game on the Xbox, but I was like, you know, the GameCube, I would love to try it on the GameCube, and that's Dead to Rights on the GameCube. And this one is complete here. It's in a like a DVD case, but it is the real art, real manual, real disc. Just this, it's not a GameCube case. That's all. I wonder how that happens. You know what I mean? Like, you got the real art, you got the manual, you got the disc. Why don't you have the case? Unless somehow it got completely destroyed or something, but the artwork didn't. I don't know. I always found that fascinating. How do you have the artwork, but you don't have the actual original case? Anyways, so Dead to Rights on the GameCube added. So I think that's it, guys. That's all the pickups that I got from the convention. I know it's not a lot, like you probably would expect, but I tried to go for quality over quantity, and I knew I was going out to Midwest Gaming Classic in another month, which is actually this week. That's how delayed I am here. So I wanted to save for that and see what else I could find there. Plus the prices at Too Many Games are a bit much. That's why I was hunting around. That's actually was what I got on that Batman game. The NES was a really good deal, and so I didn't buy it right away. I shopped around and found every single copy I could of it in the convention until I found the right one, and I was able to use the fact that it was dirty and gross. Which, why don't you clean your games, people? You could ask for a lot more for games if you cleaned them up. But it makes great for bartering, you know. So anyways, that's it, guys. So that was my experience at Too Many Games. It was a total blast to see everybody. I know there's some people I'm forgetting to mention, but right now my brain is scattered. Been so busy since I got back with work and other things going on in my life that I just had to get this out there before I headed out to Midwest Gaming Classic, and then now I was 2 cons behind. So I wanted to share this moment with you guys, and I can't wait. I'll definitely probably be going out there again next year. I mean, since it's only a car drive away, basically, I don't see why I wouldn't. So here's to Too Many Games 2022, and I hope to see you there. Till then, I'm glitching out.